Shivaya Gurave Namah, Shri Matre Namah, by bowing down to the Divine Mother, Father of the Universe, Parampita Parameshwara, Ma Lalita Tripura Sundari, with the blessings of Jagat Guru Adi Shankaracharya, Sringeri Jagat Guru Bharati Tirtha Swamiji, and my beloved Kanchi Mahaperiyava. I welcome you all into my channel, Inner Journey with Lakshmi. As part of today's video, let's try to understand, is it okay to eat non-veg? Why people avoid onion and garlic in food? Why people avoid mushrooms? Is it okay to eat egg? The most important taboo topic, which is whether you can do your pujas, chants, worships, prayers during monthly menstrual cycle. Let's understand all of this in this video. Coming to the first question, whether non-veg is allowed in our culture. Let's understand, our culture has varnashrama. That is, we have different varnas. People belonging to certain varnas are allowed to eat non-vegetarian. So which are those varnas? Kshatriyas are allowed to eat non-vegetarian food. Soldiers who are in the border, who live in the border of the country in such cold weather, and they need extreme heat in their body to be able to operate and function normally. Such people can eat non-vegetarian food. People who have been eating since many generations, the entire lineage has been eating non-veg, then yes, they are allowed to eat non-veg. It is a myth that non-veg is not allowed in our culture, is a pure myth. It is allowed, not for everyone. Only for certain sections of the society they are allowed, because it is needed for them. It is needed for them to operate and function in an optimal way. Understand? Even if non-vegetarian is allowed for them, certain section of non-vegetarian is still not allowed. Like eating cow meat, eating pork, beef, red meat. This is never ever allowed. There are some restrictions again for non-vegetarians. There are certain days on which they cannot eat, which are Sunday, Ekadashi, Chaturdashi, Amavasya, and Purnima. These are the days our scriptures are asking people not to consume non-vegetarian. So even if you belong to a culture or varna or a family of non-vegetarians, if you avoid these days, then you are equal to vegetarians. That is what the scriptures are saying. You belonging to a family which has been eating non-vegetarian since many generations. If you decide to leave non-vegetarian food, if you decide to completely discard non-vegetarian food all your life, then you will get merits of hundreds and thousands of havans. You will get merits of performing hundreds and thousands of havans. But understand, if you belong to a varna like Kshatriya, or if you are a soldier in the country border working for the protection of the country and the people, then you are allowed to consume non-vegetarian food. If you belong to a lineage which has been eating non-veg since many generations, even then you are allowed to eat. There is no restriction on you. But the only thing is, if you plan to leave it, if you decide to leave it, and if you leave it, you will get merits of performing hundreds and thousands of havans. That is the thing. So now it's clear that non-vegetarian is not completely banned in our culture. Then who should not have non-vegetarian food? This is a very good question. People who belong to those cultures and lineage which haven't been eating non-vegetarian since many generations, they should not consume non-vegetarian. They are not allowed to consume non-vegetarian. This is one thing. People who are trying to merge into the Brahman, who are trying to become they themselves as Shiva, who are working towards the ultimate Nirvikalpa Samadhi or enlightenment, even for them, non-vegetarian is not suggested. I think things are clear now. Let's go on to understand about mushroom. Some people call it as non-veg, some people call it as veg. Let's try to understand. So basically, mushroom is considered as fungus as per our scriptures. It is neither vegetarian nor non-vegetarian. So it is formed from the waste or stale food or spoiled food. It is made from decayed and spoiled energies. Since on the energy level, mushroom is vibrating at quite low frequency, our scriptures have asked or suggested us not to consume mushrooms. This is the main reason behind not consuming mushrooms. Next, Parashara, sage Parashara, sage Yajnavalkya, and sage Manu all are collectively suggesting us not to consume mushroom. They are saying that it will lower our prana shakti, it will lower our frequencies, it will delay our spiritual progress. So this is about mushroom. Now let's try to understand what to do with the eggs. Again here, I need to clarify that people belonging to the Varnas or cultures who have been consuming non-vegetarian since many generations, they can consume eggs. Like Kshatriyas or the soldiers, they can consume eggs. But people belonging to the Varnas who have no trace of consuming non-vegetarian in their lineage, they are not allowed to consume egg because egg is considered as non-vegetarian. The most interesting debate is egg vegetarian or non-vegetarian? Some people say it's not meat, so it's vegetarian. Some people say it's non-vegetarian. So let's understand what item is considered as vegetarian as per our scriptures. As per our scriptures, something which is coming out of a plant is a vegetarian. Vegetables should have high fiber. Vegetables should not have cholesterol. Vegetables may have carbs. So these are the qualities of vegetables or vegetarian food. None of this is matching with egg. If you see, egg has zero carbs. Vegetables don't have cholesterol, but egg has 220 milligrams of cholesterol. Vegetables have high fiber in it. Egg has no fiber in it. And egg is not coming from any plant. So hence proved that egg is not a vegetarian. It comes into the category of non-vegetarian only. Now, the question is whether you can eat egg or not. As I said, if you're belonging to a culture where you have been eating egg, your ancestors have been eating egg, then go ahead with it. No issues. But if you belong to a culture or tradition where your ancestors were avoiding egg, then understand you should not consume egg. It may not work for you energetically. I think let's try to understand what is Ayurveda saying. Ayurveda is very clearly asking us to avoid five kinds of meat, which is beef, red meat, pork, fish, any kind of dry meat. So these are the kinds of meat that Ayurveda is asking us to avoid. This is mentioned in Charaka Samhita, Sutrasthana Adhyaya 5, verse 11. Now let's try to understand what are gastroenterologists saying. Gastroenterologists are saying you can eat white meat, but you need to avoid red meat under all circumstances. By all means, avoid red meat. This is something that is common in our scriptures. This is commonly said in the Ayurveda, and this is also commonly agreed by the gastroenterologists. Okay, the vegetarian non-vegetarian debate is now completed. Let's try to understand about onion and garlic. What is the reason why our scriptures are asking the people on spiritual path to avoid onion or garlic, or they are suggesting to reduce the amount of onion or garlic that they consume? Why? So the main reason is onion and garlic can come in your way of sadhana. It doesn't support your sadhana. It increases tamasic energy. That means it will lead to lethargy. Basically, coming to onion, onion increases anger and frustration in a person, and garlic, it increases excessive passion in a person. So both these items are to be avoided. I'm not saying that these are completely bad. Onion and garlic have phenomenal medicinal properties. But understand, these should be consumed as medicine when needed. So, limit the usage of onion and garlic. Minimize the consumption of onion and garlic. Let's come to the taboo subject. Whether you can do your chants, stotras, pujas during monthly menstrual cycle. The answer for this is not straightforward. The answer for this is both yes and no. Let me explain clearly. You need to understand what kind of prayer you are doing. Are you doing inward prayer or outward prayer? If it is inward prayer like meditation, there is no restriction. There is no restriction on mental chanting or meditation, or silent bhakti is absolutely okay. 100% allowed. No issues. Nothing can come between the way of you and your God. But it has to be silent. It has to be a low-key affair during your monthly menstrual cycle. Now, with regards to outward rituals like Kumkum Puja, like Shodashopachara Puja, like Panchopachara Puja, sitting in front of your God in your puja altar and lighting the lamp and doing the puja, is it allowed? No. This is strictly not allowed as per our scriptures. And this, please try to understand, this is not something that is coming from my opinion. I am just giving you the raw information right from the scriptures. Vedic rituals are energy based, and a woman is in apanavayu state during the menstrual cycle. That means the energy is flowing downwards. Whereas pujas and all these external rituals, they take your energy up towards the pranavayu. They put your frequencies in pranavayu state. That means upward flow of energy. Obviously, an energy is moving downwards and you are doing a sadhana which is pulling it up will obviously create a conflict in the energies. So to avoid energy conflict, women were advised not to indulge in intense rituals or enter temples, not because they are impure. Please try to understand, it's not because they are impure, but because the energy is focused differently. I want to reassure and reconfirm to all my lovely women subscribers that women on their period are never considered inferior, just that the women are in a different energy state during periods. That is the only reason because of which they are advised to have rest, lie down, and maintain low key affair during menstrual cycle. I hope I have answered your questions. If you still have any doubts or questions, you can put them down in the comment box and I will either reply in the comment section or I'll get back to you in a video format, just like how I'm doing now. Shivaya Gurave Nama, Shri Matre Nama. God bless you all. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu.